By the end of this video, you're going to know the top 10 things you absolutely need to know before you move to Warner Robins. If you don't know me, my name is Luke, and I actually moved here about 5 years ago. I came here from Ohio, and I actually was stationed over at Fort Benning, Georgia. Now it's called Fort Moore, and I've been living in the Warner Robins area for the last 5 years. So I'm your insider over here in the local area if you don't live here already, because if you're relocating like I did, I'm going to be able to give you some awesome information today. So if you need anything, by the way, I'm going to go through the top 10 reasons. Just shoot me a text message if you need any more detailed information. I'd love to help you out. I run a residential real estate team over here with my partner, Trey, and anything that you need, we got your back for life. Now, I'm not going to try to sell you on buying or selling a home. I'm just going to tell you the reason why I love living here and show you some insider tips. Number one, and the reason why I really like it so much, now, first and foremost, I didn't have the opportunity of picking where I live. I met my beautiful wife, and she's born and raised here, and we have 10 nieces and nephews, and she's the youngest of 6. Didn't really have an option. However, I do love it here now, and one of my favorite reasons why is the cost of living. Put it into perspective, the average home price, yeah, sure, you can go on the internet. We're sitting somewhere between $180,000, $190,000, but realistically, you can get a good 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in the high $100,000 range, low $200,000 range, and you can get some fancy houses over here. Now, in this video, I'm talking about Warner Robins, Georgia. However, a lot of people don't know the surrounding cities in our area. Some of my favorite, I live over here actually in Byron. It touches Warner Robins. And then we have cities like Kathleen and Bonaire where you can get some beautiful new construction houses with amazing school systems that literally touch Warner Robins. So you're less than 10 minutes away. And if you want to go 15 minutes away, you can go down to Perry, and there's some nice country land like over here in Byron and Perry. And then you got Hawkinsville. Long story short, understand this. Warner Robins is the main city. The cost of living is phenomenal. However, there are some cities that touch where the cost of living is still phenomenal, and there's so many different opportunities with different types of houses. Because Warner Robins is kind of populated, it's growing, it's kind of more like a city. You know, you don't have skyscrapers or anything like that, but it's growing. So even with that growth, you still can sneak in, get a $400,000 brand new construction house that would be $1 million somewhere else, and you're still a stone's throw away. Now, just to finish things off with cost of living, yeah, sure, we live in the United States. Inflation is absolutely insane, and prices are going up. However, my wife and I going out to a typical dinner, we're spending $30. When you fill up a tank of gas, usually it's under $3.50. Usually should be $2 and some change, okay? Federal government, help us out, please. But when it comes down to, let's say, things like utilities, my water bill is like $30-$40 a month. Stuff is not as bad as you think it is. If you need exact information, shoot me a text message. I will send you over a slew depending on the area that you want to live in. Every place is different. Neighborhoods are different. Sometimes you have county taxes, city taxes. But overall, so I don't burn this one out too bad on number one, cost of living, real nice. Number 2 on my list is the job opportunities. Now, I have videos on the YouTube channel going over how to get these job opportunities, how to get your resume ready for these specific opportunities. So if you need that detailed information and you don't want to actually click on my YouTube channel and look for it, comment below. I will shoot you that video. But the job market's insane. There's over 23,000 people working on Warner Robins Air Force Base. It's the largest industrial complex in the state of Georgia. Even my wife works there. And like half my family down here works there. It's government scale. USAjobs.gov is where you find that information. Other companies like Bluebird, Jack's Link Beef Jerky is opening up a huge warehouse. And there's so many different opportunities when it comes to work in our local area. It's one of those places where I've helped probably, like off the top of my head, 8 or 9 different people move here that didn't even have a job before they're planning on moving here. By the way, please have a job. That stresses me out. However, the opportunities here are so vast. If you have a skill set or have a degree, you're really not going to have any issues. Next on the list is education. Now, I am excited to say that Houston County, which is where Warner Robins is, public school systems are pretty darn good, okay? You can look at the statistics online. You know, when it comes down to usnews.com is a pretty good one. Niche.com is another pretty good one when it comes down to looking up school ratings. Houston County, compared to the rest of the United States, Again, real nice. Okay, I grew up in the inner cities of Akron, Ohio. And when I moved from the inner city schools to a suburb of Akron in 4th grade, I didn't know how to do simple math. I literally went into 4th grade. They were doing algebra, and I was lost in the sauce. I had to get tutoring. I had no idea what I was doing. And in comparison to the experiences that I had as a child, school systems here are pretty darn good. Even Houston County, the high school graduates at a 96%. That's pretty darn good. That's 4% higher than the national average. Or not national average, state average. I believe here in Georgia, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 92%. But let's talk about Macon, Georgia, right? Just north of us. Not trying to put you down, Macon, because you got some beautiful houses and the best food in the world. School systems, public, ratings are pretty bad. Most people have to pay for private school, but if you're coming down here to Warner Robins, most likely aren't going to run in that situation. Schooling's going to be great. If you need more information on schooling, shoot me a text message depending on where you want to live. I can get that school information over to you. And also on my website, when you search for homes, you click on a house, you scroll up twice, and you're going to see the schools. You can check out the description, or anywhere in the About section here, you're going to be able to see my website as well. Nothing fancy. You don't have to use it, but you'll be able to find the school systems real easily. Number 4 on the list, which is actually like my number 1. These aren't in any order, but is the real estate market, okay? You're talking to a realtor right now. Of course, I'm going to talk about the real estate market. The more I sell homes, the more I'm in real estate, the more I begin to invest my own money into real estate, the more I love it, okay? And I love it because of the growth. Here in the local area, there's numbers as high as certain areas getting 12% price appreciation in the last 12 months. On average, though, based off all the data, we're looking at about 6%, which still beats out the national average, and it's pretty great numbers, even though our economy right now is horrible. But when it comes down to investing in real estate, whether you're buying or selling a home, whether you're investing in homes, our local area is a little gold mine. Now, a little bit about me. I am a financial nerd when it comes to helping people buy homes, and most of the people that I work with get kind of upset with me because I'm making sure that you invest your money correctly and that this is a blessing and not a burden on your life. I look at the numbers. I look at the price appreciation over time. I look at the neighborhood. I'm talking about resale value because you're probably not going to live there the rest of your life. Are you going to want to rent it after, right? Those are conversations that we're going to have with one another. I have your back for life. But again, the real estate market in our area is phenomenal. And if you don't believe me, check this out. I've been in talks with investors up in Atlanta, some big dogs. I'm talking 8-figure net worths. They got a lot of money. They're saying that Warner Robins is going to 4X in the next 10 years. A lot of commercial real estate builders are building so many homes in our local area. We're even getting townhomes and condos. We've never had those. We're even getting rent-to-own neighborhood developments in our area. Middle Georgia has never seen anything like that. I know, like I said earlier in the video, I've only been here for 5 years, but guys, you need to understand something. I have a team. I have very experienced individuals on the team that have been here for 40 years, okay? So here's the deal. Real estate in the local area is phenomenal. When you buy the house, and make sure you ask us, make sure it's the proper investment, you are going to make a lot of money. We will make sure of that. On to the next one. Number 5 on the list is weather and climate. Now, it's summertime. It's hot outside. I'm sweating. I'm sitting inside, right? Got to convince the wife to let me bump the AC down more. If you're watching this, honey, please help. I work from home. But on a serious note, when it comes down to it, we see some pretty hot summers. Very rarely do we have triple-digit numbers. We typically sit in the summertime right around 92, 93. It was 93 degrees today. And in the winter, the fall, and the spring, real nice, okay? It is amazing. The lowest we see is like the 30s. If it ever hits 32, guess what? It'll never rain because it doesn't snow here. There might be a light dusting and the whole city shuts down, but the last time that happened, I was literally deployed in Afghanistan, like a long time ago. And guess who didn't get the day off? This guy. Now, I'm going to go off a little bit. Stay with me. I appreciate you guys watching the video this long. Weather and climate. This is middle Georgia, 2.5 hours north. You are in the beautiful North Georgia mountains around LJ and Blue Ridge. Those are my two favorite cities up there. Go check out Helen. It's a German town up in the mountains. Amazing. Go there in the fall, or even in the summertime. It's not too bad. Now you drive south, you got the Gulf Beach. You're like 2.5, 3 hours away from the beach. You're 5 hours away from Clearwater. Phenomenal beach. Now you go east, you're not too far away from Savannah, like 2.5 hours away. And I'm an hour and 21 minutes away from Atlanta Airport. There is unlimited opportunities living here in middle Georgia. That's why I call it the hub of Georgia, because you can get anywhere you want to. And it's a good place to live. Like, I don't want to live where I want a vacation. You know, I like getting a cabin and going up to North Georgia. I like taking a long weekend and going to the beach with my wife. If I live there, I think I'd get tired of it. Now, let's talk a little bit about community and lifestyle for number 6. Yes, I'm going to go over a little bit of crime. Now, I'm going to let you do a little bit of research on your own when it comes down to it. It's guys, I was a police officer. I grew up in the inner cities of Ohio. I've been to like every major city in the United States. It's not bad here. Just trust me on that. Okay, if you find or want to dig and find the bad in things, you're going to find it. You're not going to have a lot of problems here. It's a red state. You're legally, as long as you haven't committed domestic violence, you're 21 years of age and you don't have a felony charge or committed domestic violence. It's like literally like 3 requirements. You're allowed to carry a handgun here. You're not going to get robbed. Okay. Now I'm just throwing caution out there. You do stupid stuff, you know, you win stupid prizes. But if I'm a burglar or a robber, okay, and I'm in a state where I know if I break into somebody's house or rob them, 99% of the time they got a gun. Am I going to do it? Probably not. Okay. I'm just saying crime is not bad here. Warner Robins specifically, 33 out of every 1,000 people, I think there's a crime going on. But just join the Facebook page. It's a funny Facebook page. I do not support the name at all, but I smell bacon, like Warner Robins, I smell bacon or something. You literally see every single thing on there, and it's not crime, okay? It's just petty stuff that people are doing because they probably don't have a job and they got nothing else to do. But, okay, going back to the community lifestyle, awesome food, okay? I'll shoot you a text message. One of my favorite places. I am a foodie. I love food. There's so many good options. There's No Name Chicken, No Name Burgers going up. We got Jim and Nick's, okay? There's just so many opportunities. Shoot me a text message. I got you. And when it comes down to like lifestyle and stuff like that, I mean, my wife and I, you know, we're gonna start golfing here soon. They got frisbee golf. They got a lot of dog parks. They got water parks. They got, you know, you have the base tennis courts. Pickleball's blowing up. You got Ted Wright. When it comes down to pickleball courts, short drive up to Macon off of Eisenhower, you got the indoor courts for pickleball, the largest indoor courts here in the United States of America. A lot of stuff to do. We're going to find you some stuff to do. Kind of already ruined this one a little bit, but let's talk about dining and entertainment. Let's start with dining. When it comes down to superb dishes, Warner Robins, we don't really have any fancy places. We got Props Steakhouse. Sorry, Props. You gave me a bad experience the 2 times I've been in there. I've heard great things. But I'm not going to spend a lot of money on a steakhouse when I get poor service. If you want to give me another opportunity, I'll come back. But until that happens, I'm not doing it. But if you want some real fancy dining, we're going to go to Macon. We're going to find some awesome spots up there. Natalia's is one of my absolute favorites. And there's so many little food spots for fancy. Now, also, you're going to go to downtown Perry, right off the strip. There's like 3 restaurants. New Orleans. I'm blanking on these, but like fancy high-end place. I don't eat fancy food all the time. I'm the type of guy that likes to cook burgers out back, you know. Go to Yoder's. That's like 45 minutes away. It's a Mennonite restaurant in Montezuma. That's cafeteria style food. No Name Chicken. No Name Burgers is coming out here soon. Sometimes I just like to go to, you know, Panda Express and get some rice and chicken. You know, I'm on a diet right now. I'm thinking a lot about food. I think I'm done talking about food. Let's talk about entertainment. Entertainment, Rigby's. You got to go there. Okay. I still take my wife on dates there. I love that place. You have so much to do. They have billiards. I don't really play pool or billiards. They got bowling. They have rollerblading. They have an arcade room that's actually pretty fun. Laser tag in the back. Outside, you got putt-putt. I always play my wife in putt-putt. No matter what city we go to, we always play putt-putt. Still hasn't won. I think she beat me one time in our marriage. One time. They got go-karts. Something else that they have this huge water park. And you can get season passes over there. It's a lot of fun. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, so I'll take them there from time to time, and we'll just float around the lazy river, you know, the wife and I. It's a fun place. You got to go check it out. And also, you need to go check out the local golf courses. I think, without me being wrong, looking this up, we have like 17, 18, 19 golf courses that are driving distance from us. If you like golf, lots of entertainment when it comes down to that. Like I was saying before, Frisbee golf. My favorite place to play Frisbee golf is Central Baptist Church off of Russell Parkway. They have a huge campus, and you can just go onto the church campus and play a huge round of disc golf back there. And also, if you can manage to get on Robins Air Force Base, they have so many activities. They got golf, they got tennis, they have a pickleball court on the tennis court. They got a lot of places to walk. And then their gym, they got racquetball, they have Olympic-sized swimming pool inside, I think. I think it's Olympic-sized. Pretty darn big pool inside. All the workout equipment you could ever imagine, and they always have activities going on there, so go check it out. Now, not to be kind of boring or anything, but doing special operations in the military, I've been injured a lot of times. I've had both of my ankles reconstructed. I have a bulge disc in my lower back. I got a bone spur on my spine. My spine's curved a little bit. I got some problems, okay? Hospitals, call my name, okay? Usually there because I just doing something stupid. I literally tore 4 ligaments in my ankle and couldn't walk for 9 months playing pickleball. Okay. Hospitals in the local area, real nice. And also when it comes to clinics and when it comes to chiropractors and women's health and all of those types of things, we have phenomenal places here in the local area. So if that's something that's important to you and your family, not going to have any issues here. If you want to talk specifics, I mean, you can look it up, but also just shoot me a text message if you need some insider information. When it comes down to something specific, just let me know. I probably know about it because I've probably been there. And last but not least, pro and con commuting. Everything is so close. Like I said, I live over here in Byron. Literally in 7 minutes, I'm in like downtown Warner Robins. I can eat whatever I want. I can go to Best Buy. I can go to Academy. I go to Lowe's all the time because I'm working on projects out in the backyard. However, traffic, I'm telling you, the city's growing. It's getting busy. It's kind of annoying. If I really could do whatever I want, I would live in just North Georgia, in the middle of nowhere, and I would order groceries via drone and just live in the woods. So I'm probably over exaggerating a little bit when it comes to traffic. It's really not too bad. You know, we're an hour and a half from downtown Atlanta. Sometimes it can be 2 hours or 3 hours depending on the traffic, because Atlanta is absolutely horrible. More than half of the state's population is in the surrounding city and suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. I avoid it like the plague. I'm so glad that the airport is south of the city, so I can just drive to the airport and not have to worry about it at all. Also, average commute time from one point of Warner Robins to the other is 22 minutes. Like I was saying, I live in Byron, which isn't even in the city. The farthest point away from the city to Robins Air Force Base across horizontally takes 22 minutes to be able to get on the base. Also, if you're looking to move to the local area when it comes to Bon Air, Kathleen, Perry, Macon, all of those places, it's still all within a relatively close distance to Warner Robins Air Force Base. So if you're commuting for that reason, might not be too far for you. And hey, if you stayed at the end of the video, thank you so much. If there's anything that I can do to be able to serve you and your family, and maybe you're looking to move to the local area, I'd love to be able to help you out. And if you're looking to buy a home, I recommend watching this video next. You're going to know more than a realtor knows about buying a home by the time you finish it.